because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Etienne, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second down and goal. Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Jaguars put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Jackson to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Jackson. Pass on the crossing right is complete. This is Andrews. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Open man is Duvernay. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. From the gun, Jackson. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. He's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. They'll go option to the short side. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as he gets this up past the 30. Well, I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 18.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Josh Allen, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. To try again after the sack. Jackson, and his throw here's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
On the return, here's Agnew. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. That third down conversion good for 23. On first down, Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Etienne up the middle. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, a run with Etienne. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That is intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing on second and 14. Jackson. And that's going to be caught. It's James Prochet.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now it's Jackson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And We welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm ready, going set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Offense set at the line for this next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On third down, Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be fourth down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Fourth down, here's Jackson, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And they'll get this down to the 10. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. And they'll run with Etienne. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, second and goal. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On second and goal, Lawrence. And he slings one that's incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts. Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Henderson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they're able to build on things here with a field goal. The question is, how much longer can they really rely on their defense to pitch a shutout?
That's a great question, because you know the guys on the other sideline are saying, give us the ball. We want another shot at this. So yes, tight game. He'll take the 3. But this game, it's far from over.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. 46 yards on the ground for him so far.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. 32 yards. And the Ravens are back within a score. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll look to ETN to start things out. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalposts, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A handoff for Etienne. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll run with Etienne. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They'll start by running the option to the right. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. The Jackson going to hold on to it again. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This will get the lead up to 7. And that is no good. And this will stay a 4-point game. Well, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the fourth.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Lawrence. Into the hands of Ingram. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Lawrence. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. That'll bring up second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 102 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10.
That's the score. Ravens 21, Jaguars 10. Justin Tucker to kick off the Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a... He's got a man, complete! And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. A final shot now for Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.